Look at the qualifier. The nations of those that are saved. Not everybody. It's those that are saved. They'll walk in the light of it. What light? The light from the city that's being given off by God. And then we have this description, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and their honor into it. Remember what happened in Revelation 21 with Satan's final rebellion after the millennial reign of Christ? We're going to do a very brief summary of that because it leads up to this verse. The nations that rebel, it says that when Satan is let loose, so the people furthest away from Jerusalem are the ones that are first deceived. They're furthest away from the Shekinah glory of God during the millennial reign. But our Lord speaking says, I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. This is them going up to Jerusalem. And so he's giving this description to them, and then you read a little bit more about it, and then you have this written in there, and they shall declare my glory among the Gentiles. He says here, and it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another and from one Sabbath to another shall all flesh come to worship before me. Now the next verse was very telling. These are people coming up to Jerusalem to worship. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me. For their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched. They shall be an abhorring unto all flesh. In other words, they're going to have a reminder of everybody that was destroyed during the time of Revelation as they're going up to Jerusalem. In other words, these are people that no matter what God did during the tribulation, they didn't care, and they sided with Satan and they cursed God. And they have this reminder as they're going up to Jerusalem of what the destruction of them was. Do you think they care? Some of them don't, because some of these people that go up to Jerusalem during the millennial reign end up siding with Satan when he's let loose during that 1,000 years. There's one other telling thing that we have here. You go to Isaiah 14, it talks about his aspirations to become like God, and then it talks about his demise here. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof? And you have some more of that description of the kings of the earth. This is also something that happens during the millennium. People are looking at Satan and saying, is this the guy that did this? He's locked up now. And these things are visibly known to the people that are around during the millennium. They see the carcasses of those that were against Christ, and they see Satan locked up. And it is a resounding reminder that God rules over the affairs of man,